Hey y'all. I'm sorry I'm looking kind of distraught here. I gotta go to the eye doctor here soon and get some new glasses. So I just kind of put my hair back in a ponytail today and did a little bit of yard work picking up some sticks and stuff before I wanted to make this video. I want to show you the book that I'm going to read, okay? This is it. You see it? All right. It's not a very thick book. This should take me, depending on how well it's written. Oh, I can't even see the pages in here. This is why I need glasses, because y'all, I can't see anymore. What happened? One day you can see, then the next day you can't. Okay, it looks like we've got some documentation. Let's just show you some of the stuff that's in here so you can kind of see what all is in here. I'm just flipping through pages and pages, guys, of documentation. Now, you're probably asking, why am I reading this book? Now, when I went through the Kathy O'Brien documentaries and I read up on her, and then I listened to her interviews, and then I would take a name that she would say, and then I would research that. Like, I kept hearing the name Joe Diffie. And I was like, Joe Diffie, isn't he a country singer? I said, well, let me look it up. And Lord and behold, Joe Diffie worked for the CIA. So yeah, he was a country singer, had some songs, people went and saw him in concert, but he was a CIA operative. And believe it or not, his job was to get more women. And they mind controlled him. MK Ultra. All right, you want to know who else was in Mind Control Ultra? Chris Christopherson. Yes, you're saying, well, that's another country singer. And you're like, well, wait a second. Why is it in country music? Because back in the day, country music was the more popular music. Everybody listened to country music. You had the Grand Ole Opry, which a lot of terrible things happened at the Grand Ole Opry. A lot of things happened behind the stages at a lot of their concerts. And I just kept digging and digging. I found out about the Bee Gees. I found out how Andy Gibb was actually sacrificed, because that was part of the Bee Gees becoming famous. They had to sacrifice him. And then supposedly Barry had to get rid of his other two brothers. And supposedly, if you listen to some of the songs, he talks about not wanting to be alone. Kenny Rogers was also in on this stuff. There's talks about his the way that his name was, and it tells you exactly what age he was going to die, because when you do this stuff, you're giving a number, and that's when your number comes, when your number's called, then it's time to go. Dolly Parton was MK Ultra. Barbara Mandrell, couldn't get her name off my tongue. Barbara Mandrell was Mind Controlled Ultra. There's some saying that possibly Linda Ronstadt. But when you start going into that part where all of these people came from, do know there was a military base there. Like Jim Morse. Who was some other ones? Oh my gosh. A lot of them. Oh my gosh. Just a lot of these people. So when you're doing your research, you're going to have to get yourself some paper. Okay? And you write down a name. All right? And then you just write down where they're from, how old they are, where they came up, if their family was in the military, what bases they were at, blah, blah, blah. All right? And then you'll get another name. And you do the same thing. And then eventually, as you're starting to look, you're going to see a lot of things that are familiar. They all grew up around the same place. All their parents were military. They were all around some type of either a military base if they weren't in the military. You're going to start seeing a lot of familiar patterns. And all of this is done on purpose. All of it. There's no such things as coincidence. So I want people to understand. I'm trying to see if there's any more pictures of some documents in here. I just can't wait to start reading it. I haven't started yet. Like I said, I went outside and started doing a little bit of yard work. Here we go. Here's some more documentation stuff here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah. When I get done with it, my neighbor that lives next door to me is going to read it. And like I said, I'm just going to go through this crazy thing, and I am going to post pages of stuff. I just want you to see the stuff that's in here, okay? I just want you to understand what I'm getting ready to do. Now, I honestly believe that I didn't pick up something, and this is why I'm having to revisit this. This will be more in depth and more intel. And like I said, it's going to take me just a couple of days to kind of go through it. But there's a reason I need to go through this. Either there's a name in here that I missed, a time, a date, a situation. There's something in here that God wants me to go back and look at. Okay? I don't know what it is yet, but I don't normally buy these types of books. If you go in my bedroom right now, I am full of Dean Koon books. I love Dean Koontz. So those are the types of books that normally I like to read. I do have some history books. I do like history. But now I'm kind of wondering if the history books that I'm reading are actually telling me the correct history, which probably not. I think some of them are, and I'll explain that on another video for you. So let me also tell you that I have put some videos up. Someone got a hold of some D-class paperwork, and I put that up, and I believe I posted it twice. I also did download it, so I do have it downloaded. So if you didn't see it or they took it off Facebook, I can send it to you. But it's a file, and it's going to download on whatever device that you click it on, okay? I do this a lot. In the very beginning, I would look at something and it would be a PD file and I would download it. I've got so much stuff downloaded, I would have to just go through my, my devices and see what all I've got. But I've got documentations, I've got letters, I've got pictures, I've got so much stuff because even before this stuff really started getting crazy where a lot more people were going down this road, I would hear, download it. Copy it, save it. I wasn't even reading the stuff that I was downloading. Then I would go back and say, oh my God, what the heck? That's a treasure trove of shit I just found there. So, I've been doing this for a while. I'm just telling you, when you start going down this road and you go in these rabbit holes and you see the bodies, you hear the screams, you see the pictures, you are so horrified, and you're like, no wonder Jackie's posting pictures of birds and cats and dogs and beautiful places on this world, because she has to remember that we're beautiful, that we were here for a better purpose, not to be someone's dinner. Okay, we're not here to produce babies so you can drink their blood. We're not here to be your sex toys. We're not here to be your slaves. We're here to learn and to help others learn and to be compassionate and loving. That's what we're here for, not for this devil-worshipping crap. And this cat is in my way. So sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.